Hi and welcome to my tutorial on the newborn high tops. The materials you will need to make these are a 3.5mm crochet hook, double knit yarn or 8-ply yarn, scissors, a yarn needle, a tape measure and 3 stitch markers or scrap yarn. These booties were designed to fit a 3.5-inch foot, but I also have a pattern for some 6 to 12 month booties if you need a bigger size. Okay, so to start with we need to make the sole. To do this we need to chain 9, so you need to make a slip knot to start off your chain. And you want to chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then you want to put 2 single crochets into the second chain from the hook. So 1, 2. Put 2 single crochets in there. And then you want to single crochet into the next 4 stitches. Two, 3, 4. You want to half double crochet into the next stitch. 2 half double crochets into the next stitch. So that's 2 half double crochets into that same stitch. And then you want to put 6 half double crochets into the last chain. So there's your last chain. You want to put 6 into there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, once you've done those, you'll be working on the other side of the chain, and you can see where you've put your stitches, and you can see there's gaps in there. Hopefully you can see those. We're working into those gaps. So now you want to do 2 half double crochets into the next chain. Half double crochet into the next chain. Single crochet into the next 4 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you want to put 2 single crochets into the last chain, which is in there. 1, 2. Now that is the end of round 1. So now what you need to do is you need to grab your stitch markers, which mine was my pieces of yarn. Grab one of those, put it over the stitch you're going to be working into, or just in front of it, as you can see, and then simply start your next round in the next stitch. Hopefully you can see that that's just over the top of the thing. So now what you want to do is you want to put 2 single crochets into the first stitch. 1, 2. 2 single crochets into the next stitch. 1, 2. Single crochet into the next 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 single crochets into the next stitch, 1, 2, single crochet in the next stitch, 1, 2 single crochet in each of the next 4 stitches. Right, so you need to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now you want 2 single crochet in the next stitch, and then put 2 single crochets into the next, 1, 2. Then to get back to the start, we need to do 6 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 single crochets into each of the last 2 stitches. So you can see we've got 2 stitches left, and then we've got our starting stitch again, where we've got our stitch marker. 1, 2, 1, 2, and that's the end of round 2. Now for round 3, we need to single crochet, or we need to move our stitch marker up first, I should say. So just simply move it up, place it back on top again, and start working into the next stitch. So for round 3, we need to single crochet in the next 2 stitches, 1, 2, 2 single crochet into the next stitch, 1, 2, single crochet into the next 11 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now you want to put 2 single crochet into each of the next 2 stitches. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Then single crochet in the next 2 stitches, and put 2 single crochet into each of the next 2 stitches. Now we want to single crochet back to the start, so we want to do single crochet in each of the next 11 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now you want to put 2 single crochets in the next stitch, 1, 2, and then single crochet in the next 2 stitches, 1, 2. And that is the end of the sole, which is round 3. Now to move on to round 4, we need to join to the first single crochet with a slip stitch. Now we still want to leave our marker in at this stage, just so we know relatively where we are. So you want to slip stitch into there. Once you've done that, you want to work in the back loop only. You want to chain 1 and single crochet in each stitch around. So you should have 40 stitches. Let's see how we go. 1, 2, 39, 40. Now we should have 40 stitches around. I'm going to stop the video here and count them just to make sure I did it okay. So once we have finished the sole, we've made sure there's 40 stitches around the outside. We need to measure it to make sure it measures 3.5 inches, which my one does. If your one doesn't, you'll want to go up or down a hook size depending on whether it's too big or too small. Now we can get started on the sides of the booty. So to do this, we want to join to the first single crochet with a slip stitch. So skip your chain 1 and join to your first single crochet with a slip stitch. This will even it up. Now you want to single crochet in each stitch around. So you want to chain 1, single crochet into the same stitch as chain 1 because your chain 1 should never count as a single crochet. 2, 38, 39, 40. Now we want to join again with a slip stitch into our first single crochet. Now you should be able to see it slowly turning into a booty shape. You can see the start of the sides coming up. So for round 5 we want to single crochet around again. So chain 1, single crochet into the same stitch as chain 1 and single crochet 40 stitches around. Right, so once you've done that, you want to join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet. Your loop needs to be in the middle of your booty. If it's not in the middle of your booty, you've done something wrong and you will need to go back and have a look at what that could be. But as you can see, it's starting to look a lot like the bottom of a booty. So now that we've made sure our loop is in the middle, we need to join our next colour. So to do this, there's 2 ways. We can finish off right here and join the next colour in the same stitch, or we can undo the slip stitch that we just did, put our hook through that loop, and instead of slip stitching to join with the white, we're going to get our second colour, which mine is the pink. Make a loop. We're going to insert our hook into that first stitch, and instead of pulling through the white, which is what you'd usually do to finish a round, we're going to pull through that pink. Let's see what I just did, and then pull it through the loop that was on your hook. Now you want to hold these 2 to the back because we don't want to finish off with our white just yet because we want to use that for the next round. So pull those 2 on your finger and then you can pull it quite tight. Chain 1 and single crochet around. So you should still have 40 stitches at the end of this round. Right, so when we get to the end of the round, once again, instead of pulling the pink through, we want to slip stitch to join with the white. So I've got the white around my finger. Pull, pull. Now you want to pull that pink one to make sure that's tight. And you want to chain one. And you want to single crochet around again with the white. So chain one, which I've already done. Single crochet in each stitch around. Now you want to join to the first single crochet with a slip stitch, pull through, and then finish off. I'm going to cut both the pink and the white, leaving tails to weave in. So I've gone ahead and weaved in all my ends. I find it easier to do this now before you do the toe and the back of the shoe, just because it's easier to get your hand in there. It's not, you don't have to turn it inside out or anything to get to those ends. And you do want to make sure that your ends are quite tightly woven in, because you'd hate to have a loop come out and a little toe or something to get caught in there. So one thing I've done that might help when doing this pattern is I accidentally included that slip stitch there as a stitch. So instead of having 40 stitches now, you're going to have 41 stitches. You want to start in the stitch after that. So you want to put your first marker in this stitch here. And so we'll go ahead and we'll grab a marker and we will pull through with our crochet hook, and this will help us keep track of where the back of the shoe is. So that should be directly at the back. So if you fold it in half, that should come up. Have a look. Make it even. That should be the back of our shoe. Right, now we want to count 14 stitches, including the stitch marker, towards the front on either side. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now we want to put a marker in the 14th stitch. Let's grab one of those. Oh, if it'll come through. One end through. And we want to do the same in the other direction. So count the stitch with the marker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And put a marker in there. Now that is how we mark out our booty. Should be able to see that this here is the front. So these are the stitches that you'll start the front in, and they're also the stitches that you'll work to the back in. Right, so now you should have 16 stitches marked out for the front of the booty. So you can start from your first stitch marker, which is there, and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And you want to work in the back loops so that it creates a nice little ridge along there. So we want to join our white yarn in there, chain one, single crochet into the same stitch, half double crochet into the next stitch. Now you want to decrease over the next 12 stitches, so we want to do 6 half double crochets, half double crochet 2 togethers, so 6 decreases. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You want to do half double crochet in the next stitch, single crochet into the stitch with the second stitch marker in it. Now you want to chain 2 to turn. This counts as your first half double crochet, so you want to work into, not into that stitch there, but go along into the next one. Half double crochet in the next stitch. Now you want to decrease the next 6 stitches, so we want to do 3 half double crochets together. 1, 2, 3, and then you want to half double crochet into the last 2 stitches. 1, 2. Now you want to finish off there so we can do the tongue of the booty. Now we want to work on the tongue of the booty, so we want to join yarn in the stitch that we just finished off in. Fold that over there, and we want to chain 1, single crochet into the next, into the same stitch as chain 1, and then single crochet in the next 6 stitches. 4, 5, to the chain 2, 6. So now you should have 7 stitches across. Now you want to continue single crocheting across for 7 more rows. So that was row 1, so we need to do 7 more. 1, and I think I will just meet you at the end of this, so you don't have to watch me doing each and every row. Right, so once again I've gone ahead and weaved in all my ends. So remember we just done 8 rows of 7 single crochets to make the tongue, and now we want to work on the sides. So to start on the sides, you want to turn your booty around and you want to join your yarn in the same stitch that that stitch marker is in. So it's the same stitch that you ended your tongue in, or your toe in. Now you want to join in the back loop, and you want to chain 1, single crochet in the same stitch, and then single crochet all the way around to the second marker. Five, 26, and your 27th stitch will go in the same stitch that that stitch marker is in, so 27. So that joins it all together. Now what you want to do is you want to chain 1 and turn. You want to single crochet 2 together into the same stitch as the chain 1 and into the next stitch. So that's single crochet 2 together twice. So you want to do that again. Next stitch together. Single crochet in the next 19 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And now you want to single crochet 2 together twice. So 1, 2. Right, once you've done that, you want to chain 1, turn, tuck that little end away, single crochet 2 together, so in the same stitch as the chain 1, and then the next stitch, single crochet in the next 7 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, single crochet 2 together, single crochet in the next stitch, single crochet 2 together, single crochet in the next 7 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and single crochet 2 together. You should have 19 stitches left after that. You want to chain 1 and you want to single crochet across, so 19 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Now for row 7, you want to chain 1, turn, single crochet 2 together, once again the same stitches, chain 1 in the next stitch, single crochet in the next 5 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet 2 together, single crochet, single crochet 2 together, single crochet in the next 5 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and single crochet 2 together. You should have 15 stitches, so you want to chain 1, turn, single crochet across the 15 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now you want to finish off there, and that is the back of your bootie done. You have a look at it, see, give it some shape. Once you put the laces in, that should all pull together and you'll be able to shape it better than what I am doing right now. Now to make the laces, all you need to do is simply chain 80. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I think once again I will just show you once the laces are put in, because you don't need to see me chain 80. So once you've chained 80, you'll need to finish off, and then you just want to weave your laces through the rows. So come in from the bottom. You should be able to get a hole at the end of each row, and I've left the ends on the laces at the moment, but I will weave them in when I'm finished doing the laces. So pull that through there. It's basically just like doing a pair of shoes. And then pull through. You want to make sure your laces are even before you keep going. As you can see, just putting in that first bit has pulled the booties into the correct position better than they were before anyway. Pull that one through. And two. See if we can get in that stitch there. Yep. That one through. As you can see, it's coming together, and once we put it where are we? Going up there. What have I done? Pulled the wrong one through. We need this one. Mistakes do happen. Pull that one through. Go back up. And that bottom one. Come on. We're getting that. We're starting to get it looking like a booty. Now, I'm not going to go all the way up. And basically, once you give it some shape, push the sole back down, pull the tongue up, you should have what looks like a little booty. Now, if you don't want such a large amount of white on the bottom, just do one row of single crochet instead of the two, and that will hopefully give you less, well, will give you less height and give you the look you're going for. So I'm going to go away and weave in my ends and make the other booty. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thanks for joining me.